You procrastinate on improving your life, even after watching motivational videos and making plans that never stick. What if you could change your life with tiny habits that feel almost too small to fail? In this video, I'll share 7 science-backed micro-habits that quietly transform your life without needing extreme motivation. I discovered these small changes when I burned out trying to overhaul my life overnight and failed repeatedly. Research shows lasting change comes from tiny, repeatable behaviors, not big emotional bursts. The problem is, you try to change everything at once, then quit when it feels overwhelming. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use small daily shifts to create massive long-term results. Let's dive in. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Big transformations often start with ridiculously small actions that feel almost pointless at first. The 2-minute reset means doing a positive habit for just 2 minutes when resistance is high. Not a full workout, just putting on shoes. Not deep cleaning, just clearing one surface. It lowers the starting barrier so your brain stops resisting. Research on behavior activation shows action creates motivation, not the other way around. This works because your brain fears big effort, but accepts small tasks. Once you start, momentum kicks in. Think of it like pushing a car. Hardest at the start, easier once moving. How do you apply this? First, shrink any habit to 2 minutes. Second, tell yourself you can stop after that. Third, start immediately when you feel resistance. For example, instead of study 1 hour, open the book and read 1 page. Avoid the mistake of skipping because it feels too small. Small is the secret. This next one is crucial. Your surroundings quietly shape your behavior more than your willpower does. An environment upgrade means making good habits obvious and bad habits inconvenient. Put a water bottle on your desk. Keep fruit visible. Hide junk food. Charge your phone away from your bed. You redesign your space so success becomes the default. Research from behavioral psychology shows cues in your environment trigger habits automatically. This works because your brain runs on patterns, not decisions. If the cue is there, the action follows. How do you apply this? First, remove 1 obstacle to a good habit. Second, add 1 visual cue. Third, add friction to 1 bad habit. For instance, instead of using your phone less through willpower, log out of your apps. Don't rely on discipline alone. Change the environment. Most people don't know this, but improving just 1% daily leads to massive change over time. The 1% rule means making tiny daily upgrades in skills, health, or mindset. Read 1 page more. Walk 5 minutes longer. Speak slightly more confidently. These tiny edges compound like interest in a bank account. Research on compound growth shows small gains multiply over time. This works because progress stacks quietly, even when you don't notice daily changes. Think of it like planting seeds. Nothing shows at first, then growth explodes. How do you apply this? First, pick 1 area. Second, ask yourself, what's a 1% upgrade today? Third, repeat daily. Instead of mastering fitness in a month, add 1 more rep. Avoid chasing dramatic change. But wait, there's a hidden energy leak in your life, your phone. Digital boundaries mean controlling when and how you use technology. No phone for the first 30 minutes after waking. Notifications off for non-essential apps. Specific times for social media instead of constant checking. Studies show constant notifications reduce focus and increase stress hormones. This works because your brain resets attention every time you switch tasks. It's like trying to run while someone keeps pulling your arm. How do you apply this? First, choose 1 no-phone time block. Second, turn off non-essential notifications. Third, move distracting apps off your home screen. Instead of scrolling in bed, read 2 pages. Don't try to quit everything. Set boundaries. This next one quietly rewires your mind. Reflection builds awareness. and awareness creates change. A daily reflection minute means asking one simple question: what went well today? Or what can I improve tomorrow? Just 1 minute. No journaling marathon needed. Research in positive psychology shows reflection increases learning and emotional control. This works because your brain processes experiences and adjusts behavior when you pause to think. It turns mistakes into lessons instead of regrets. How do you apply this? First, set a nightly reminder. Second, write one sentence. Third, focus on improvement, not self-criticism. Instead of saying, "I'm lazy," say, "I'll start earlier tomorrow." Most people wait for long workouts, then skip them entirely. Short movement bursts, like 5 minutes of stretching or walking, boost energy and mood instantly. You don't need a full gym session to benefit. Exercise releases endorphins and improves blood flow to the brain. This works because movement signals safety and vitality to your nervous system. Even small motion resets your mental state. How do you apply this? First, pick a 5-minute routine. Second, do it at the same time daily. Third, link it to another habit, like stretching after brushing your teeth. Avoid waiting for the perfect time. You've already come this far, so here's the glue that holds everything together. Tracking tiny wins means marking every small action you complete. You don't track weight lost. You track workouts done. You don't track success. You track effort. Studies show visible progress increases motivation. This works because your brain releases dopamine when you see progress. It turns effort into reward. How do you apply this? First, use a simple tracker, even just a calendar. Second, review weekly. Third, celebrate consistency. After 7 days of habits, treat yourself to something small. Don't wait for huge results. Reward the process. Let's quickly review what we covered today. Use the 2-minute reset. Upgrade your environment. Improve 1% daily. Create digital boundaries. Reflect for 1 minute. Move your body briefly. Track tiny wins. Remember, big life change doesn't come from dramatic action. It comes from small behaviors repeated quietly. You have everything you need to transform your life. The only difference between where you are and where you want to be is the tiny habits you choose daily. Don't wait until burnout or regret forces you to change. Start with just one 2-minute habit today. I promise you, a few months from now, you'll look back and see a stronger, calmer, more confident version of yourself. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more powerful self-improvement videos like this. Drop a comment telling me which small habit you'll start today. And if you want to learn how to stay consistent without motivation, check out this video next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.